from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight's game, game number 2 between the Montreal Expos and the LA Dodgers. And the Montreal Expos won 3-2 the last game, and now the Dodgers will play the Expos here. Here's Pena pitching, and Lee, Pena against Lee. Here in Dodger Stadium. Next. Here's Alejandro Pena, his first time in a postseason. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, 24 years old. And here for the Expos, you have Al Oliver, who has had a great postseason. One of the best postseasons of all time. Pena, and that'll be a strike, 0-1. Al has played many years. Again, we always said he's the only Philly who wore the number 0. 1-1. That'll be low, 2-1. The Dodgers are down 1-0, and that'll be fouled away, 2-2. The wild card teams, both of them, are undefeated. They are undefeated. It'll be low, 3-2. Three-2 here to Oliver. And that'll be low, and that'll be an out. 1 out. So a good catch there for the Expos. Oliver, Cromartie, Tim Raines. Dawson Wallach, Gary Carter, Brian Little, Chris Spire, and Doug Flynn. And now, here's Warren Cromartie, and that's going to be to right field and fouled it off. Seems to be a haze in the air for Warren Cromartie. Beautifully lit stadium. And that's going to be a strike, 0-2. The Dodgers know that this is important because then they would have to go to Montreal and win all of the games. It'll be 1-2. They would have to go to Montreal, and again, like we said before with Chicago, it'll be 2-2. Beautiful Dodgers Stadium here. So if they lose, then the next 3 are in Montreal, and to avoid a Game 7, they'd have to win all 3 of them in Montreal, and that's going to be a catch, 2 out. Tim Raines. And Tim Raines hitting .286. And that'll be a strike. Last game he was 1 for 4 with a single. And that'll be a ball, 1-1. With 2 outs. Here in the first, that'll be a hard shot to left and a base hit. It'll go all the way to the wall. Tim Raines has 91 speed. He might go to 30, he won't. And Raines gets a double here. So Tim Raines with 2 outs. They go all the way to the wall. Here's Andre. And now Andre Dawson. And that'll be down low, 1-0. Big game for the Montreal Expos. If the Expos win this, they'll be up 2-0. There he goes to third. They throw to third. Did he get him? No, he's safe. He's safe at third. I don't know. Not about the safe. He's safe. Andre. Swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2. A 1-2 with 2 outs. And a ball outside. 2-2 to Andre. And it'll be a full count. Tim Wallach on deck. The Dodgers want to get out of this first inning and not give up a run. We saw last game and Chicago how 1 run can make a difference. They walked Dawson. And now Tim Wallach will come up. And here's Alejandro now to Tim. 2 outs, top of the first. They pitch to Tim. And that'll be down low. Nobody moved. So Tim Wallach, Alejandro struggling a little bit. So be his 22nd pitch. And that'll be a ball 2-0. Right now Montreal has a couple people that got on. First and third, 2 outs. Timmy, and that's a strike. Pena. And that'll be another one, 2-2. 24 pitches this inning. The 2-2 to Tim Wallach. And he fouls it off. 2-2 again to Timmy. Struck him out. It was outside. He didn't like it. Wallach didn't like it, and it's going to be 3 outs. And it is 0-0 as Alejandro Pena gets out of the inning. Well, we go to Charlie Lee. 6'4", 195, 26 years old. Here's Steve Sachs to lead the game off for the Dodgers. Lee against Sachs. And that'll be a ball inside, 1-0. Last game he was 0 for 4. The wild card teams they've not lost yet.
2-0.
It'll be 2-0. Toronto, of course, you have to go undefeated in the wild card because it's only 1 game. But Toronto's 2-0 in their series, making them 3-0 for the playoffs. And Montreal won game 1 here. Bill Russell will be on deck. The pitch. It'll be on the ground, 3-2. Bottom of the first. Lee. Fouled off again. You always want to get the first one of the inning, but the first one of the game is so big. And that'll be fouled off again. The pitch count you see is the pitch count that he has. 3-2. And fouled it again. He's thrown 8 to Steve Sachs. This is number 9. And he fouls it off. The 3-2 again. This will be number 10 to Steve. And that'll be close. This will be third to first. He's safe. He beats it out. And Steve Sachs gets on first base. On the 10th pitch, he gets a base hit. Oh my. And he beats it out, and that's going to be. Oh, yep, he got it. And Steve Sachs is safe. Here's Bill Russell. Russell will be on, and it'll be 1-0. Russell is up. Sachs is on. He's hitting, well, he's at 85 speed, and that'll be a strike by Lee. The 1-1. Here in the bottom of the first, right down the middle will be 1-2. Montreal. Oh, he struck out Bill Russell there, and there will be 1 out. Runs kind of hard to come by in this playoffs. We've had them, but they've all been, there hasn't been any slugfest yet. And here's Pedro Guerrero. They throw to first, he's safe. So here's Pedro to Charlie. Charlie Lee to Pedro Guerrero. And that'll be a strike. Guerrero is hitting .750 in the postseason. He was 3 for 4 yesterday in the last game, just 2 days ago, and it'll be 1-1. Guerrero will be 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Got a long inning for Lee, and it's a ball, 2-1. Well, Los Angeles, they know they lost the first game 3-2, but they just said, you know, there it is on the run, a high fly ball. They got to get back. It was a hit and run, and they make the catchers 2 out. Dodgers have Sachs, Russell, Guerrero, Mike Marshall, Ken Landreau, Dusty Baker. Steve Yeager will be catching, Greg Brock, and Rick Monday for the DH. And here's Mike Marshall hitting .333 in the regular season. And that's going to be a strike, 0-1. Mike. The 0-1, there he goes on the run. They throw to second, and he's safe. Steve Sachs with a stolen base. And he'll get to second, so that's big, because if he scores, that'd be even bigger. He can score on a single. The 0-2 to Marshall. And he'll foul that one away. So Lee got to get some oomph on his pitches to get him past these hitters. A lot of foul balls. 21, and this is 22. That'll be a little ground ball. They're going to race to the base, and Montreal wins that one. Al Oliver will go to the second. It's 0-0. Second inning, you got Gary. Gary Carter has not had a hit in the postseason. It kind of gets to that point where you say, since when are you going to get that first hit? And that's going to be a strike on Gary. He was 0 for 3 with an RBI in the last game. Remember, they won that game 3-2. Every RBI was big. And they fouled that one off, 0-2. Here in the top of the second inning, Gary, and that'll be 1-2. Alejandro Pena. The pitch, high pop fly, and underneath. This should be easy. The catch is made, 1 out. So Gary stays at no hits here in the second inning. Here's Brian Little. Brian still has no hits in the postseason. And here's Alejandro. And the pitch, it's going to be a strike. Last game, Brian Little 0 for 4. The pitch again, and it's going to be down below. Third to first, and they get the out. And a good play. Here you go. 1-1 Detroit and Baltimore. A shocking 2-0 Blue Jay lead. Philadelphia 2-0 over Atlanta. And the Expos here have a 1-0 lead. That's the playoff picture for you. And here's Spirer now with 2 outs. And Spire hitting 1 for 8. He's hitting 125. And that'll be a ball. I don't think he's hitting 2 for 16. And that's going to be a strike. Spire hitting 125. Inside, 2-1. 35 pitches for Alejandro. And that'll be on the ground. Guerrero will get it to first, and they get the out, and that ends it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's hard to get runs here, but it is 0-0. Bottom of the second, here's Ken Landreau, who has a .500 average. And Leah, that's going to be a ball, 1-0. Ken Lay. 2 for 4 last game was Landreau. And it's 2-0 here. Landreau hitting 5th here in Dodger Stadium. It's going to be fouled off, 2-1. Bottom of the second. Ken Landreau. Inside, 3-1. Dusty Baker will be on. The pitch, and he jammed him up the middle, short to first, and he's safe. So Ken Landreau gets on. He got jammed, but his speed gets him on. They pick it up, and they throw to first. He's safe by a mile. And now here's Dusty Baker. They throw to first, he's safe. Baker hitting 250. Here in the bottom of the second, they throw back the first. Get used to this with Ken Landreau. Go ahead and get used to it. Here's Dusty Baker. And the pitch out. Now Landreau has 75 speed. But I wouldn't waste Dusty Baker throwing pitch outs. And they throw 2 straight pitch outs. Baker was 1 for 4 in a single. They must really be confident they can get Baker if they just wasted 2 balls on him, and it's going to be a strike. Baker hitting 250. 2-1 with 2 out. 2-1, nobody out, 1 on. And that'll be low, 3-1. Steve Yeager will be up next. Baker hitting 250, bottom of the second. The 3-1 from Lee. That'll be a strike, and the count will be full. It'll be full to Dusty Baker. Here's Charlie Lee. The 3-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. A changeup, and Baker sits down. Steve Yeager. He's had nothing all postseason. That's a strike. Yeager, no hits yet. Of course, he's only had 1 game. The pitch. They throw that pitch out again. It'll be 1-1. I don't know. You know, Yeager was 0 for 3 in the last game. But I don't know why they're so obsessed with the pitch out. And that'll be a ball, 2-1. They did get Dusty Baker, but they throw to first. And again, get used to that a ton of time. The 2-1. And again, they throw to first. Two and one. On the ground, and that'll be 2-2. Yeager. And 2-2 again with one out. One on. Struck him out. And Yeager goes down. There's going to be 2 outs. Third strikeout for Charlie Lee here in the NLDS, game number 2. Way out of the zone down low. And here comes Greg Brock. A lot of pitches for both these pitchers here. Brock, and that'll be a strike. Greg Brock at first, he has a home run and an RBI, hitting .333 in the postseason. 0-1, and that'll be 1-1 outside. 1 for 3, a home run. And an RBI. The 1-1 to Brock. Right down the middle, it'll be 1-2. They're taking those pitches very liberally. And it'll be the 1-2. Oh no, it was too low. 2-2. With 2 outs. Charlie Lee. The 2-2. High, and 3-2. Rick Monday will be on deck. It'll be the 3-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. And that'll be fouled away. Lee has 23 pitches this inning. A lot of these pitchers have pitched very big innings, a lot of pitches. And fouled again. I don't know about relievers or whatever. You're going to have relievers in the 5th inning. And high again, fouled it off. Greg Brock, the 3-2. And struck him out, and that ends the second. We're still scoreless. It is 0-0.
Leading off from the Nationals, the second baseman, Doug. Now back, the first baseman, Oliver.
Doug Flynn on the first pitch hit. Wide out to left. Here's Al Oliver. He lined out in the first. After all those pitches in the first 2 innings, he's loving this. 2 pitches, 2 outs. He's loving this. 2 outs. And now here's Warren Cromartie. He's 2 for 5 in the series, 0 for 1. That'll be fouled off, 0-1. Last game, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. For Marty, and it's 1-1. Two and one. Fouled away. The 2-2. That's the right field, and that'll end the inning. Nothing there from Montreal. Nothing at all We go to the bottom of the third. Monday, Sachs and Russell. Here's Rick Monday.
The designated hitter, number 22.
0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. And that'll be up the middle, maybe, yes, a base hit for Rick Monday. And that was big, right up the middle. Rick Monday, easy. You know, Lee had a chance, but that was difficult. It'll be a strike to Steve Sachs. Steve is 1 for 1 on the day. Bottom of the third here. And that'll be fouled off, 0-2. The 0-2. Right there, he goes right at him and strikes him out in 3 pitches. And that's going to be 2 outs. Charlie Lee is 5th strikeout. And Bill Russell now will be up 0 for 1. 1 out, 1 on for Russell. That's a strike. He struck out in the first in the series. He's 0 for 5. The 0-1. High pop fly. Second baseman will get it, and they make the catch, 2 outs. Doug Flynn with the catch. And now here's Pedro Guerrero, who flew out in the first. There's 1 on with 2 outs. And that's a strike. 3 for 4 with 3 singles. That'll be outside, 1-1. The 1-1, that'll be a shot to second, and he'll make the catch there. No need to throw, it's off the ground. So it's going to be the end of 3 innings, and now we go to the 4th. We're still scoreless. That was a hard shot. Raines, Dawson, and Wallach. So Raines, Dawson, and Wallach. Tim Raines, 1 for 1. He doubled in the first. And here it is, first pitch. He tried to go at it, and he strikes there. Timmy Raines. A lot of pitches for both these pitchers, but the 3rd inning has been all right. And it'll be 1-1. Beautiful Dodger Stadium. And Tim Raines is the opening act here in the 4th inning. And if he gets on, there's Raines, 91 speed. They pick it up. They throw to first. He's off the base. And Timmy Raines, and get ready for the throw to first parade. An error on Pedro Guerrero. Watch Pedro. He had him. This was tough. I told you, 91 speed gets you to errors. And he had him by a mile. But because you hurry up everything, because you know he's fast, you do some things wrong sometimes, and that's what happens. Because of his speed, he threw it away, even though he would have got him by 20 feet. And here's Andre. And that's a pitch out. 1-0. Andre Dawson is 0 for the playoffs. He's like Jesse Barfield. And that's going to be a strike. He's calling that slightly outside pitch. He's got to realize that and swing at it. 1-1. Right down the middle, it'll be 1-2. The 1 ball, 2 strike. They throw back to first. 1 ball and 2 strike. Down low, he doesn't go. 2-2. Nobody out. Rains on first. Low, 3-2. He's given a little bit outside, but not up and down. The 3-2, I would look for a pitch outside. There it is, and it's going to be an out. He fouled it away. Andre Dawson. The 3-2, Andre. And that'll be fouled away. 3-2 again. Andre not one hit in the postseason yet. Struck him out, and that's going to be one out. Alejandro Pena's second strikeout. And that is big, and now here comes Tim Wallach. Wallach, they're going to go to second. He threw him junk. They knew it. He's easily in for a save. Look at this. He led by 12 feet, but it was just the slow pitch. Gave him time. So Rains on second, and that'll be a ball inside. So there's one out, so the double play is taken out, unless it's a line drive. Wallach the 2-0. And it'll be 3-0 to Tim Wallach. Gary Carter's on deck. The kid. Wallach, and that'll be ball 4, and Tim Wallach will be on first. Again, he's not giving up or down, but this umpire's calling him a little bit outside and inside. So here's Gary. He popped out in the second. He still doesn't have a hit in the postseason, but he does have an RBI. Carter. And that's a strike. Gary Carter. Alejandro, this is a big deal here. And inside 1-1. The 1-1 to Carter. Here in the fourth. Oh, he went after it. Oh, he didn't go. And it'll be 2-1. Gary Carter. So big, the 2-1. Outside where they get some of the calls, but way outside. It'll be 3-1. Brian Little will be up with the bases loaded if Carter walks. The 3-1 from Pena. And Carter fouls it off. It's now 3-2. This is so big. They could get bases loaded with 1 out or 2 on with 2 outs. To left field. This one is back. And underneath and going to make the catch. That's 2 outs. They throw to third. Nobody moves. They weren't sure whether he was going to go or not. He might have been able to, but there's 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Brian Little. He grounded out. He's still 0 for the postseason. Brian Little 0 for 1 today. Pena ball 1. It'll be 1-0 now. And it'll be 2-0. 2 on, 2 out. He might just take this one and make it 2-1. No, he swings and it's right back. To Pena, who throws to first, and that's it. They go to the bottom of the inning. Still 0-0. Let me get some rights here.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mike Marshall.
The 1-1. And Marshall, that'll be fouled away, 1-2. Mike Marshall. Now to be outside, 2-2. Charlie Lee. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be 1 out. Marshall sits down here in the bottom of the 4th. I don't see how you can be mad at that. That was all the pure swing there, Ken Landreau. Remember the last time he's 1 for 1, he got on. We had about 15 throws to first because of his 75 speed, and then he stole second. So that'll be a little bump, and they pick it up. They throw to first. He's safe again. Whoa, just like the other inning. And here comes Dusty Baker. Now, this would be a great game throw. That'll be ball 1. How many times are they going to throw to first? Baker's 1 for 5. They're going to second there. They throw him junk. They knew it. And again, they throw him junk. And again, he steals second. The second time today, he steals second. Oh, he got a huge jump. So runner at second with 1 out for Dusty Baker. 0 for 1 today, and that'll be high, 3-0. Steve Yeager's on deck. The Expos have a 1-game-to-none lead, and that'll be ball 4. It's funny because the Dodgers and the White Sox are both 1 seeds. They both lost in the ALCS and NLCS in real life, and both thought coming in that they can say, oh, it's going to be a White Sox-Dodgers World Series. And both are staring down a very formidable opponent that came out of a wild card round. And that'll be to left field. That'll hit for a base hit. They're going to throw home. Landreau will stay, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And I would say, as of right now, this moment, not the White Sox or the Dodgers have won yet. And now they have the bases loaded with 1 out. And here comes Greg Brock. Greg Brock, this is big, and that'll be a strike. They knew it. They just dared him to swing at that. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the second. A strikeout here would be huge. Fouled it away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 now. Oh, 1-2. Greg Brock and Charlie Lee. Brock the 1-2. Struck him out. He struck him out, and that is big. And that's going to be Rick Monday now. Monday, and that's going to be a ball up high. 1 for 1 today, singled in the 3rd. So he got 1 of the 2 outs he needed, Charlie Lee. It's 1-0, and it'll be 1-1. He took that one. They're timid on the bats today. They really are for the Dodgers. The 1-1, and on the ground. This will go to second. Unbelievable. They get the out. They do not score. They don't score. They had the bases loaded with 1 out, and nobody comes home. And now it's 0-0. Still. Well, here in game number 2, the White Sox and the Dodgers both have given up in their 2 games, remember in 2 different series. They've both been getting people on but not getting them in. In fact, the White Sox have only scored 1 run in 2 games. And that'll be a base hit. That's fair. This might be a leadoff double right to the wall. And they throw to second, and it is a double. Oh my, and a double right there to start things out. And here's Dougie Flynn. Runner on second here in the 5th. That's going to be a ball down low. Flynn flew out in the 3rd. The 1-0. And that'll be 2-0. And the bullpen is Joe Beckwith. Joe Beckwith is warming up. He's already thrown 70 pitches. In the top of the 5th, if he walks Flynn, we have trouble. And that'll be fouled off, 2-1. The Expos nothing, the Dodgers nothing. The pitch. And that's going to be a ball down low. It'll be 3-1. Top of the 5th inning. This is tense, because they got a runner at second. He's not fast. He only has 30 speed. So I would say they're going to need to sacrifice him over, or they're going to have to hit a double. The 3-2. Ball 4, and they call it ball 4. Remember the high and the low he's not giving. He's giving the outsides. And now we go to Al Oliver, who's 0 for 2 today. In a series, he's 2 for 6. But he's had a heck of a playoff batting average. He was hitting like .750 coming in. But he's 0 for 2 today. Oliver, and that'll be fouled. Again, Al Oliver is the only Philadelphia Philly in history to wear number 0 for the Phillies when he was there. He was there after the Pirates, where he also wore number 0. And that's going to be fouled off again, quickly 0-2. Now they got nobody out, which begs the question, Montreal doesn't get anybody. How many times, are they going to get pressure on the Dodgers? Oliver, and he's going to at least move the runners. They give it, and that's going to be an out, 1 out. Now, this, because of the speed at third, you're going to be looking at, here's Warren Cromartie. Cromartie's going to have to hit this deep. He is a fly ball guy. He's a guy that hits fly balls. And that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0. They're going to try and hit him with junk to get him to pop up. And that's going to be on the ground right to third. They don't do anything, and it's the bases are going to be loaded. No, it's going to be caught. Caught. Cromartie lined out. I didn't know if that hit the ground or not. I just saw Guerrero go to third, and I thought they were going to get somebody there quickly. But no, it's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs and 2 on for Tim Raines. Raines right down the middle. High. Going back, and it hits the ground. One will score, two will score. And the Expos have a 2-0 lead. They're going to get the out, but both runs are going to score. Both runs are going to score. It's 2-0 Expos. 2-0 Montreal. The bottom of the 5th. Well, you're going to debate about that and say, should he have gone? Should he not have gone? Of course, he's out, so it's easier to take the side of he shouldn't have gone. You know, personally, if you got that speed, there's Steve Sachs again. Carter to first, they get the out. Oh, he's so fast. And he can't get on first. Quite personally, if you got speed like Tim Raines, then just stay on first. Somebody's going to hit you in. And here's Bill Russell. No reason to go to second. And there's the strike. So it is the heat of the moment. That was the perfect everything there. And that'll be 1-1. 2-0. Expos lead the Dodgers. Russell and on the ground. Picked up, they throw to first, they get the out, 2 outs. They're bottom 5, and here's Pedro Guerrero. He's 3 for 6 in the series. Charlie Lee. And the pitch is going to be high, 1-0. So big for Lee. And that'll be on the ground, 1-1. Pedro. Pedro, and that'll foul it off, 1-2. 85 pitches for Lee. And we're in the 5th. What a contrast to last game. Blue Jays Clancy had 70, I think, 70-some, 78, 79 all game. The 2-2 high jammed him. Should get him out of the inning. And the Montreal Expos. Look at this. Both the Chicago White Sox and the LA Dodgers are in the same predicament. It's almost eerie how similar they are. In game 1, both the White Sox and the Dodgers lost by 1. In this one, both the White Sox and the Dodgers, the White Sox lost 1-0, and it's 2-0 late here. Here's Andre, and that'll be up the middle, and a base hit. Larry White, his first pitch wasn't good. They throw it away. He could have gone to second. Here's Tim Wallach. Larry White is now pitching, and that'll be a strike. Wallach walked in the 4th. They throw to first, he's safe. Top of the 6th. The 0-1, and that's a strike, 0-2. And 1-2. You know, for Tim Wallach, they got 1 on, nobody out. And that'll be on the ground. Could be. There's 3-6. I think that's 3-6-1. But he doesn't get the 3rd out. Well, let's see if he did. 3-6. Yeah, he did. He got him 2 outs. Hard to tell. Looked like a graphical small little glitch. And here comes the kid. 1-0 today, a fly out and a pop out. In the postseason, Carter has not had a base hit. And that'll be 2-0. He gave that earlier. He didn't give that now. 2-0, and that'll be hard, 2-1. Now, umpiring is a skill. It's a difficult one. Really is. And that'll be to right, 2-2. It's so difficult. It's a skill. It's like anything else. Riding a bike. Even race car drivers wreck, and they're the best drivers in the world. They make mistakes. High in the right field, and making the catch. It'll be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers have to start getting something going. Mike Marshall. He struck out and he grounded out. Marshall's 0 for 2. Next up, I'm doing soccer. And it's going to be the Legends World Cup. It's the actual World Cup. I just did all the qualifying yesterday. And I think it's Denmark and Senegal or something like that in the first round. It's the Legends, though. So it'll be 1-1. Charlie Lee in the bottom of the sixth, working with a 2-0 lead and a 1-0 series lead. And it'll be a ball 2-1. I know that in baseball and even football, that scores go way down in the playoffs. It's so different. The 2-2 struck him out, and it's 1 out. It's a different kind of game. You know, you play a lot of overall percentages. You're a lot looser during the regular season. Here's Ken Landros, 2 for 2. Is he going to keep bunting again? That'll be foul. So that's the thing, and that'll be 1-1 there. Landro 2 for 2 today. It's 2 stolen bases. Charlie Lee. And he's throwing him junk. It's 2-1. He's throwing him junk because if he pops up, he wants him, if he bunts, he wants him to pop up. And that'll be hard hit to right and foul. Lee has thrown 96 pitches here in the bottom of the sixth. This will probably be his last inning. Inside 3-2. Dusty Baker will be on deck, and Baker can start something big, but the 3-2. Ball 4, and now Landry will go to first. Dusty Baker's 0 for 1. He's hitting 200 in the postseason, but he has a 533 OPS, so he's walked. And Lee, and they waste the pitch. Baker, this is big. There's 1 out, 1 on. And low, and he didn't go. It'll be 2-0. This is a fastball count, so I'm not sure if he'll go here. And he didn't get a fastball there. It'll be to the outfield and a base hit. So there's going to be 2 on with 1 out here for Los Angeles. Baker does a fine job here. And that is so big. Steve Yeager, he's 1 for 2. High pop fly, center field. Deep. They might go to third. They look to first, but now they throw to third. Nobody moves. And now we have Greg Brock, who struck out twice today. Bottom of the sixth. 2-0. They got 2 on for Charlie Lee. And Greg Brock will be up to bat. Pitch 1-0. Can Lee get him out, or will he walk Brock? He's already down 1-0. The pitch. And that'll be 2-0. Brock is running on Charlie Lee. It's almost up at 3-0. And Rick Monday will be on deck. And that'll be a strike. He just gave it to him, the changeup. Didn't want him timing anything. It'll be the 3-1 to Greg Brock. He could make it 2-1 with a hit. And that is foul, barely. So big for Charlie Lee. Everybody is warming up in the bullpen. Well, they get 2 of them. Lee, high, pop fly to right. Are they going to get to it? It'll trip foul. But right there, and it's going to be a catch, and the 6th inning comes to an end. The Dodgers are worrying, just like the White Sox. Well, the Dodgers have to worry. Here's Pat Zachary. He's been in one game, pitched 1 1/3. That was last game. He didn't give up anything. And Brian Little. Here's Brian Little. And Little will foul that off, 0-1. The 0-1. High, 1-1. Well, for Montreal, they got 7, 8, 9 coming up here in the 7th. And that's going to be a strike, 1-2. 1-2 to Brian Little. He's 0 for 2 today. High, 2-2. Pat Zachary. High, 3-2. Chris Spire, the Legends World Cup, will be coming up next. The Legends World Cup. The pitch, it'll be on the ground. Third to first, and they get it out. 1 out. And Pat Zachary, that's going to be 1 out. Chris Spire, he has a double and a run. So here's Chris Spire. And that's going to be a ball, 1-0. Ricky Wright and Tom Niedenfuhr. They're warming up in a bullpen. Pat Zachary is out here. Top of the 7th. A swing and a miss there. Spire's 1 for 2 today. There's nobody on. It'll be 1-1 with 1 out, top of the 7th. The Expos leading 2-0. It'll be 2-1. So right now, Zachary is not in a big jam, but he doesn't want to be. And that'll be fouled away. Zachary's job here is to get out of this without burning the bullpen. And that'll be on the ground. Drop, Guerrero, third to first, 2 outs. Spire doesn't get on, and here's Dougie Flynn. Flynn in the series is 1 for 5, and he has an RBI. And here's Zachary now. That's going to be a high pop fly to right, and it'll be caught. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Expos still have that 2-0 lead, but the Dodgers have been pressuring.
The designated hitter, number 22.
Rick Monday. And that's the strike. Jeff Reardon is warming up. Shocked Lee is still in there. Monday is 1 for 2. And that'll be on the ground. 1 out. Now Oliver Nice there, and here's Steve Sack. He singled in the first. That's his only hit of the series. And that's going to be a ball, 1-0. High pop fly, and that's going to be a base hit. So Steve Sax will get on first, and he has 85 speed, and he's quick. Remember, it's 2-0, not 1-0. And that's big for a reason. Because if you get a double and he comes in, you still need another one. And here's Bill Russell in the bottom of the 7th. 113 pitches for Lee. And that'll be outside ball 1. It's usually the third pitch that they get. He throws junk on the third one. It's 2-0, and here it is. He throws junk on this one, and you might see Steve Sax coming off and getting second. There it is. They throw, he's safe. Called that one, always like that. He knew it. If I knew it up here, he knew it. And that's why the pitch outs have hurt. Bill Russell's 0 for 3. The 2-1, 3-1. Pedro Guerrero's on deck. They do have an out. So that one out is very big to get. The 3-1, bottom of the 7th. And fouled away. It'll be a full count to Bill Russell. Charlie Lee, 3-2. To left field, and that'll hit the ground, a base hit. One run's gonna score, it's 2-1. Bill Russell. And that was so big. Bill Russell, the RBI, and now it's 2-1. And now the pitching change. I think they were really trying to get Reardon to the 8th inning to get a 2-inning save for Reardon, but they couldn't do it. And Lee had a great day pitching, but they're not bringing in Reardon. It's Tom Dixon. He's 5'11", 175. He's 28. Such pressure for a 28-year-old. When he goes, if he wins this game, to celebrate, champagne, and there they go. They throw to second to steal. He's safe. Oh, that takes away the double play. And Bill Russell will be on second. That was a surprise. Oh, my. Here's Pedro Guerrero. They throw, he's safe. So Guerrero's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a strike. Tom Dixon is in. And that'll be on the ground. They pick it up. They throw to first. They get the out, 2 out. And that's going to be 2 outs, 2-1. And here's Mike Marshall. Two to 1, Expos. Marshall, 2 outs. And that's going to be a ball. So tense. Marshall 0 for 3. They got the tying run on second. And inside it'll be 2-0. 2-0. And that'll be a strike. Tom Dixon, there's a lot of pitches going on right now. The 2-1 and outside 3-1. Ken Landros on deck. The 3-1 with 2 outs. And he's going to foul that off. 3-2. 3-2 with Bill Russell as the tying run on second. The 3-2. And this is to left. And caught. 3 outs. They couldn't get him in. And it's 2-1. Now here's Ricky Wright. He was in last time, 2/3 of an inning. He was credited with the loss in the last game. And Ricky Wright now will be in. And here is Al Oliver's 0 for 3. Oliver in a swing and a miss here, 0-1. Here's Ricky Wright pitching. And Oliver takes the first 2 for a strike. Washington 2, the Dodgers 1. On the ground, right back to right, 1 out, easy. Alston had a good day. And now we go to Warren Cromartie, who's 0 for 3, lined out in the 5th. He has a 300 average in the postseason. He's 3 for 10. But he's 0 for 3 today. The Expos need insurance. And that's going to be to right field in a line drive out, 2 outs. You'd like to get somebody on base. Here's Tim Raines. Tim Raines has had a great postseason. A double, a single, and 2 RBIs today. He's the one, Tim Raines. It drove in all the Expo runs. And that's going to be a strike. Ricky Wright looking good. And that's going to be a base hit. So Tim Raines will be on first. He has 91 speed. Oh, so big. Andre Dawson is 1 for 2. Outside, it'll be 1-0. The Hawk finally got a base hit in the postseason. And that'll be a strike, 1-1. Lasorda's Dodgers. Tommy Lasorda's Dodgers trying to get a world championship. They got 1-81. They throw to second. He is safe. He is safe, and it's going to be 2-1. Look at Tim Raines. He had a lead of 10 feet. The catcher timing was a little late. But here's Andre. They throw to second. He's safe. Andre, it's 2-1 with 2 outs. Ricky Wright. On the ground. This will be tough. They throw and they get him. Pedro Guerrero with a great throw. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 2-1. Dan Schatzeder, 6 foot 185, 28 years old. Gonna say such pressure on a 28-year-old. When he goes in and he wants to celebrate by buying wine, he still needs to show his ID. And here's Landreau, who's been great in this series. And the pitch here, it'll be ball 1. In the bullpen is Bryn Smith. Bryn Smith. And Ken Landreau. 2 for 2 today, and that'll be fouled off, 1-1. But we have Schatzeder right here. The 1-1, and that'll be on the ground, 1-2. Bottom of the 8th. The 2-2. And that'll be on the ground. Second to first, one out. Oh, so big, and here's Dusty. Dusty Baker's 1 for 2. He singled in the 6th. Bottom of the 8th, and Baker on the ground and a base hit. A huge base hit for Dusty Baker. Landreau did not get on, and Baker did. And he's on first. The tying run will be on first. R.J. Reynolds. He got in game number 1. Here's Steve Yeager's 1 for 3. And that'll be a ball down low. Chatziter, his first playoff experience here. And inside 2-0. The 2-0 to Yeager. And that one will be fouled off. You saw he got fooled there. Thought something else was coming. 2-1 with 1 out, 1 on. That'll be to left. And that'll be caught. 2 outs. Kind of quiet here. Steve Yeager, look at this line out. And now you got Greg Brock, who's 0 for 3. And a strike. The 0-1. Now it'll be 1-1. One and one. And that'll be a strike. The 1-2. Down low, it's 2-2. So Greg Brock is the leading run, and the tying run is on first. The 2-2. And he catches the foul tip. It's 3 outs. Wow. LA keeps knocking on a door. They just can't come through. And we go to the 9th. So here we go. R.J. Reynolds is in left field. Tom Niedenfuhr, this will be his first time pitching in the postseason. He's 6'5". And here's Tim Wallach, who's 0 for 2. Now, if you're the Expos, you got to have, it says license can't be verified. What in the world? This game might be, it says YouTube. What in the heck? And that'll be 1-1. I download the application in YouTube, and in PlayStation, what do you expect? So it does what it does. I don't care. It's going to be high fly ball. If we go off the air, we'll come back on. I'll pause it till we come back on. And there's going to be 1 out. Especially if the Dodgers go into the 9th inning here. Here's Gary Carter. Carter's going to fly out in the 6th inning. That is good. I see that. I know I just saw a thing in the upper left, Dave Stewart in the pen, that said YouTube will be suspending or something because can't verify a license. I'm like, what in the world? So if I go off, I'm going to pause the game and I'll be on with the ending. And it'll be 2-0. Washington 2, the Dodgers 1. The pitch, and it's 3-0. It's low. Brian Little will be on deck. 1 out, top of the ninth. This is a strike right down the middle to Carter, who's 0 for 3. If the Expos want that run. And ball 4, and they walk him. So Gary Carter walks. And now here's Brian Little. So Carter will be on first. If Montreal can get that extra run, that would be huge for them. And the pitch, it'll be to left field, and it'll be foul. 0-1. The 0-1. And that's going to be a strike. 0-2. The 0-2. And that's inside. It'll be